He's leaning into it. And let's say this right here, this controller, right? Boom. Maybe I'll grab, I don't know, like this one right here, this bend, and you see the bend right here. Here's the bend, and I'm thinking maybe I should break this handle. Where's the handle? Oh, if you don't see the handle, you have to pull on this, and there's the handle. Break it. Then I can go in between and yank on that, so I get a nice arc, right? And then here I can hold shift, middle mouse, drag, so I can pull, right? So I got whoosh. And then I can grab this, and here's, which is here, this, middle left, hold shift, middle mouse, drag, so I can crank on it like that. Maybe I'll select that so I can only see this arc. Grab that, break it, pull on it, alright, then boom, yeah, pull on that to have a more stronger arc, then crash, a bit of a drag, then bump, and then pop. Maybe I'll grab that, yank on that a bit, yank on that, yank on that. There. Let's see what that did. See? It gave it more kick, literally. Then let's see this one, right? So this is the one that I worked on just now. This one, I could crank it some more too. This one right here. So this is how I can experiment and get stronger poses. Clean up the curve. Right here, I can pull on that. See what a dramatic change it does. Then I can do that. Maybe pull on that a bit. Just a bit. Pull on that. Select the point. Keyframe, select the handle. Crank on that. Grab this. Go over here. Take a look at what it's gonna do. Crank that. There. And that's how you get stronger poses. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. So I kind of detoured. I was gonna start from scratch, but you know, I didn't. I think I might split this video up into a couple of parts. Right now it's 34 minutes, so it's kind of dragging on, and it's not the greatest to do that. Maybe. See, it actually has more pop to it. So so I pointed the main things. I think I also this is a controller, right? Yeah, I even have some of these animated, their rotations. So if I go here, press 5, right? This is this. See, I did some counter animation, because if I press 0, right? If I press 0, it goes back to this. If I undo, so I think what my thought process was for like example over here, right? Maybe from what I remember, I was just experimenting to see what if I were to grab this area, and then if I were to pull on a bit some more, so maybe I kind of eased up on the arc a bit, or I could just do that, but that looks horrible, you know. So this looks like I was doing some reverse movement. So this here is countering what I did with this right here, what I did, you know, to counteract some of it. A lot of it was just through experimentation, you know. What if I do this? What if I do that? And even though they're countering each other, they work out. So this here that I just pushed down, so I just undid it. That controller. Okay, and then here on this little mini hop where it's tilting, leaning more down, right? You notice I pulled on that too. And then this one I didn't mess around with this area, this rotation, right? I didn't because of this stuff. It looks ugly, right? So you don't have to go and animate every joint. You first go in and you experiment. Like, you know, first thing you do is animate the center of gravity, and you animate it forward. And as a matter of fact, I'll do that right now. So I already showed the intricacies. You know, showing this stuff is like the inner secrets of you know, getting better, stronger poses and how to do it, right? And here I'm gonna just show the very beginning base level process, right? So 0, and then it keyframed every 3 frames if you remember, right? So 1, 2, 3, keyframe. Okay, and right now I have my center of gravity selected, 0 to 1, I mean 0 to 3, right? And what I do is I just move it forward and I move it up, pop. So this is what I have, and I could just give it like this value x is going this way, so maybe I'll give it, I don't know, 3.5, and this 3.5 means 3.5 grid units. So here, this travel is exactly 3.5 grid units going this way. If you're wondering what that was, this y, that's it, went up from this point, up, up, up. From here to here is 2.6 grid units. So maybe I'll just make it, I don't know, 2.5, or maybe 3, or maybe 4. Give it a nice big pop. So what am I trying to get at? Well, when you're blocking out the shots, right? So, you know, first you can go even, not even numbers, but exactly half and half, meaning from here to here is 3.5. So, and then 1, 2, 3, right? I'm gonna hit S. Now I'm gonna make it 7. And this I'm gonna put to 0. That way, pop, 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 pop. Right? I got my first hop. That's an even, perfectly even from halfway to halfway. Okay. Now, if I were to grab my graph editor. I'm gonna maybe try to place it down here. Will it? God, stop. There you go. Good. God, jeez, man, freaking pissing me off. So from here, what we're seeing here, right? Alt and Shift, middle mouse. I'm gonna just balance it out as best as I can. Right. So here's the process. Right. Kind of boring, sloping. I want to have a pop to it. So what did I say we do? We grab the 2 points, we break it. You grab the handle, jack it up. Grab this handle over like that. Middle mouse jack it upward. So you got a nice pop. See? Like that. Alt and V to play it. Alt and V as in Victor. So there's your first hop, right? And in terms of the moving forward in X, right? So here's the X. Pop up. I can grab this and just kind of do that. This one here, and you could do this so you can kind of see what's happening. Like that. Now, in terms of the rotation, I talked about the rotation, right? You grab the center of gravity, and let's rotate Z. You see right here? I know it's Z because it's blue. See? Rotate Z is blue. You know, you just press E, and then kind of do this a bit so you can see the natural color. Rotate Z. And then from there, you can choose, do I want it, you know, thrusting upward, or do I want it thrusting downward? You choose. Maybe I'll thrust it, grab it, zoom in, and I'll thrust it down, just for the hell of it. Boom. So let's see what happens. And then from there, I can grab these, break the tangents, grab the keyframe, grab the handle, drag it down. So I have a nice aggressive explosion. Grab that. Keyframe, grab the handle, middle mouse, drag it down so you have an explosion. See, oosh. Now, if for whatever reason, let's say your animation suddenly gets like stop motion looks like, right? Like you may have hit a keyframe or something or a hotkey. If anything weird happens in your animation the way it looks, then you just right click. Make sure this is turned off. Because I had accidentally turned it on by accident. Was it yesterday? And it does this. See? Stop motion. So you want to right click on the timeline, turn it off. Because I'm sure some students gonna have that happen. Then there's also this. I also mentioned it before. This right here. Make sure this is not turned on. See this Alt and these hotkeys. This could actually get turned on by accident as well. So I'm gonna turn this on by accident. Look what it does. So you see my timeline here. If I grab this, it snaps it, which is really annoying. You know, if I grab this, it snaps it. I hate that. So make sure it's uncheck. That way it behaves normal. Just something to think about. Alright, so that's 44 minutes. I think this should get you going, right? And then from here, right,